Hi again, this is Ed the Finance Guy. Appreciate you tuning in. I wanted to go over the Economic Injury Disaster Loan, which is the EIDL. Seemed to have caused a lot of problems with a lot of people. Originally, it came out as saying there would be a grant. Everybody that has a business would automatically get $10,000. That never happened. What happened was a couple days later, they came out with new forms, new ideas. And the idea was now you're going to get up to $10,000 as a grant. They changed that too. It became $1,000 for each employee. So if you have 2-3 people working for you, you would get $2,000-$3,000. Now, this is money that they're giving you, and it's a grant. So the idea behind this is they're going to give you money to help you up front, and then they're going to put you in a program where you could get a loan. And the loan is a 30-year loan at 3.75% interest, which again, is pretty cheap money, especially if you borrow $100,000 over 30 years. It only works out to $500 or $600 a month. It's hard to get money like that, especially without going through the process, going to a bank, showing your tax returns, showing all the information. It's pretty stringent to go through a bank to get a loan, whereas with the SBA, it's a lot easier to get a loan. Originally, they had many different rulings with this program. You were able to get up to $2 million worth of funding. Then they changed it because everybody wanted $2 million. So you want to offer money to people? Sure, I'll take $2 million. So they changed that from up to $150,000. They keep changing the program around, but it actually has been very, very beneficial for a lot of my clients that got this program. They got $100,000 pretty quickly or $50,000 pretty quickly. And then they turned around and used that money to keep their business operating. Now, the EIDL money is to be used strictly for business. You're not allowed to take the money and buy a piece of property. You're not allowed to pay off old credit card debt. You're able to use the money to pay current credit card debt, but if you owed $25,000 from 5 years ago, you can't just pay it off. So again, with this particular program, my suggestion is to have a separate account. This way, if and when they audit, they'll be able to see exactly what you use the money for. With this particular program, you have to keep receipts for a 3-year period. So there's a possibility that you're going to get audited within a 3-year period, which personally, I find pretty hard to believe that they're going to be able to audit millions and millions of people to find out how they use the money. And the government already stated that 30% of the people that get this money are going to probably go out of business. So I don't really know why they came out with all these auditing rules, but keep in mind it's there. You should keep track of what you use the money for. Very, very important. Now, again, this is money that you're getting up front. You don't have to make a monthly payment for 1 year. So the first year, you're not making any payments. The interest is accruing. The 3.75% interest is accruing, but there's no payment required. So you can actually have that money, go through this troubling time, pay your bills, stay in business. If you don't need all the money, you could pay it back. So at the end of the year, you got a $100,000 loan. You only need 40 of it. You pay back the other 60. So the more you pay back, the quicker your loan will be paid off. There's no prepayment penalty. Now, I can tell you that this is one of the best programs I've seen that the SBA came out with because there really is a very low waiting time. The problem with it became they decided to cut it off after a few weeks, and they offered it only to agricultural businesses. So you have to be a farmer or in the agricultural business to get this money. So many people didn't apply for it. Either they didn't know about it, they didn't know the ruling. So what they did was they reopened the program. So if you have any kind of a business, side business, you have a company, it's a small company, you do roofing on the side, or you're self-employed, you're a locksmith, whatever business you're in, you can apply now for this EIDL program. So if you go on Google and hit up the EIDL program, they'll give you the new site information. The information that they want is very, very simple. I've helped a lot of people get this. If you want to give me a call, 516-205-0722. I will help you on the phone. I'll help you get this money. It'll be very beneficial. You can get this money, stay in business. They're going to ask you questions like your business name, business address, how long you've been in business, what your gross revenue is. The only financial questions they're asking is what's your gross revenue and what's your cost of goods sold, which is many people don't have a cost of goods sold section, but it's on your corporate return, it's on your business return. You can get those numbers right off and you could fill this out yourself. Very simple. They want to know what your account number is, what your banking account information is, your routing number, that type of information. And when you started your business, then they're going to check your credit. They're going to make sure you have at least some kind of credit. Now, I think the score is like 600, 610, and that's the number they're basing it on. So if you have a 610 score, it's a good chance you're going to get it. Now, initially, what they want to do is they want to give you the $1,000 per employee, and then it'll lead to a loan. So if they give you $1,000 or $2,000 upfront as an advance, and you don't qualify for the loan, you keep that money. So if you get $1,000, $2,000, it's free money. You don't have to pay it back. So they're giving it to you. They're hoping that you apply for the loan. You get the loan. You make the payments, and they're hoping that you stay in business. You keep your people working for you. It's a very, very good program. If you need any help, again, please contact me. Email me at ed1959@usa.com, and I'll help you get this loan. And it's something you probably could use right now with the economy the way it is. People not working, people afraid to leave their house. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, listening to the program. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy helping people. Knowledge is power. The more information you know, the more information you can go through, the better decision making that you could make. So keep listening to the show. I'm going to have a lot of topics. I'm going to talk about credit repair. What do you do in an IRS audit? How can I avoid getting audited? What's the difference between leasing and buying? I have a lot of conversations, a lot of topics to go over. And if anybody has any questions, again, feel free to write it on the comments below. Keep tuning in. And again, stay safe. Please subscribe. This is Ed the Finance Guy. Tune in next time. Thank you again.